to learn to skip like a boxer and stick around, we'll go from the start process right through to the finished product so you can get the best out of your rope. Let's go.
Thank you.
There is so many benefits to skipping, it's unbelievable. From a boxer's point of view, agility, help you with your footwork, great for weight loss, great for maintaining weight, should you be trying to stick around a certain weight. Cardiovascularly, it's fantastic, it's just great fitness all round. It's hard to begin with, difficult, it's difficult. So, first things first, you need to look at some different ropes. I personally like a traditional heavy leather rope. It's my favourite one. Different types. These are quite common, quite popular nowadays. This speed rope, it's a piece of, I think it's 8 gauge wire, adjustable handles, very, very quick. They're a bit light for me personally, but very, very quick ropes. Make a nice whipping noise if you're skipping in bare feet and that catches you. Oh, that's going to sting. Or you get the more traditional plastic rope. Good plastic handle. I don't mind these. Reasonably heavy. Again, I like a heavy rope. The good thing about these and speed ropes is they're adjustable. You can make them to the height that they're supposed to be. The more traditional level ones, not so adjustable. And where you're looking to get your rope, if I put my foot in the middle of the rope, the handles should be around about your breast height. If you get that, it's a good height. Too small, you're going to struggle. Too long, you're going to trip over the rope all the time. But let's have a look at how we start. So don't be put off by keeping stumbling over the rope. I skip almost every single day and I have done for a very long time, and I still stumble on the rope. It's okay. Sometimes you're just not on it, it's fair enough. But obviously we need to jump. A lot of people when they first start, they jump too high. They're doing this, it's just balls of the feet, little jumps. My knees are slightly bent, so I don't want to be with a straight leg. Knees are slightly bent, so I've got a little bit of spring. Another thing people tend to do is they swing their arms too much. If I put my rope down, they think it's a swing like this motion. It's not. Once you get going, your elbows stay fairly tight and it's more wrist motion. You might laugh at this. How I learned to skip was without a rope. I literally started doing this until I was able to pick up a rope, which was an old leather rope. The other reason why I like these leather ropes, they're durable. I had one from when I was 15 years old till literally a couple of years ago. It lasted me all that time, took it all around the world. Brilliant. So how you start? Rope the back of the legs. Hands out to the front, and you do one big swing, and then get going. And if you can only do that to begin with, that's fine. Big swing, and get going. And just try and get a little rhythm going. You don't have to be going 100 miles an hour. Just try and get this little rhythm going. See, I'm not doing, instantly messed up because I was swinging my arms too much. Lost my rhythm. Here's my rhythm. And now I'll start swinging my arms. Hitting the frameworks and spinning my arms too high. Just a real little movement. Once you get the initial step going, you are going to stumble loads of times. It's okay. Top tip, if you've never done it before, try and get to 10. 10 full rotations. Stop, give yourself a pat on the back. Do another 10. Stop, give yourself a pat on the back. Try and get 11, then 12, then 13. Set a round timer for a minute, so many times you can do it. Fantastic way to start. Benefits of this, it's going to increase your boxing massively. Let's have a look at a few other things that we can do once we've got that. I done a little video a little while back, and I'll leave a link in the description below, about some little footwork drills that you can do. Not that you would use them in boxing too much, but to aid in your agility and to get light on your feet. One of them was forward toe taps. We literally just had our feet on the floor and we were just switching stance, like so. One was sideways toe taps, and one was what we call corners of the box. I don't know what anyone else calls it, I call it corners of the box. Your feet are in the middle. Imagine there is a box around you. You go to the corners of that box, then back to center, then other corners from there and back to center, so we get this going. It's a skipping drill. Once you're competent at doing that, and you're nice and light and you can do that for a minute or so, or longer, you can start trying to add that into your skipping. So, I'll get going first with just my normal jumps. Forward toe taps. Stumbled. It's okay. Forward toe taps. Sideways. Corners of your box. I'm leaving the stumble in just to prove to you it's okay to stumble. Let's move on. The next progression from there would be what I call the double tap. So you get going and you go onto one foot, tap with the other foot. Can you hear the rhythm? Tap, 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 tap. If you notice, one foot's heel is lifted higher than the other. So I'm here. Get your rhythm, do it without the rope. I don't care if you feel silly, I guarantee it's going to help you. So that's your next progression, the double tap. So we get our feet going, we get our rhythm, and we go into our double taps. Then you can start mixing it with other things. Let's move on. Once you can double tap, you can do the boxer step. Just takes a bit of practice. All of these, take your time with, okay? The boxer step, it's like your double tap. But when one foot is here, we're going to move forwards. So I actually get this going. You can bring the heel up. Put it in with your hands. Don't see it from the front. Try not to get this to happen. I don't know if you can see. So the common fault with this is putting the heel down here. You'll find the rope catches underneath your foot quite a lot. That is airborne. Yeah. There, there. How that looks. We get going, get our rhythm, pick up one heel, forwards, forwards. And so on from there. Let's have a look at another thing. Moving forwards, high knees. This is almost like we're going to go into a run. Now, if you've not done this before, spend some time doing the other stuff to build up the strength in your Achilles, because you're going to take a lot of impact for your Achilles heels doing this. Mistakes people make is they go flat-footed. They try and do this flat-footed. It's all through the ball of your foot. Okay, so it's literally, yeah, my heel is momentarily, here's my foot, momentarily making contact with the ground. A lot of people try and do this flat-footed. It's not going to work for you, but you need to build up the strength in your Achilles to do this if you're new to skipping. You'll find that your pace needs to increase with your arms. I'll show you what I mean. And this is the one where you'll stumble the most to get going because you're changing pace with your arms. So we get my normal rhythm going. Caught my foot. I'll leave the stumbles in just to prove. So the other thing that goes wrong then, it just did with me. I didn't lift my knee high here. I lifted my knee like this and pulled my heel back. Rope got caught on my foot. Here. The minute you do that, you're going to get the rope caught. Not necessarily all the time, but quite possibly. Let's have a look at two more things. So we're not going to talk about things like double unders, because they're hard. And we don't need to be going anywhere near that as a beginner. But if you can do your high knees, you can then mix up the rhythm with that. What I mean is, you've got your legs going, double, double, triple, blah, 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 blah. Again, this is a progression. If you can't do the others first, maybe practice them a bit more. So, I get the rhythm, start going into my high knees, double, double, triple, triple. Something you play around with. Build up. You want to be getting to around about 10 minutes of skipping. That's going to take time. If you've not done this and you're doing 2-minute rounds, you'll find that's hard enough. Build it up, 2 minutes, minutes break, 2 minutes, minutes break, blah, 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 until you can do 10 minutes consistently. But let's just have a look at one thing that's fancy, should you got all that out of the way, so you know how to do it. The crossover. The thing that looks really cool. Something to impress your friends with if you've never been able to do it before. So where people go wrong is they don't cross the arms enough. They kind of do this. That rope's going to be really close together, you're going to struggle to get through. Your arms go as far through as you can. Yeah, this you're probably going to get stuck under. Here you're probably going to get through, as far through as you can. And your arms cross over as the rope is coming over your head. So I'm not going to jump, but the rope comes over my head, boom, cross. Yeah, comes over your head, cross. As far as you can. Yeah, the minute you don't, and you go, it's going to get caught on both your legs. As soon as you see that rope come over, cross. And you'll find it should pass under you. One thing I recommend, personally, first time you try and do a crossover, is crossover and immediately leave your, for me, my left hand and take my right hand out of the way, so now the rope's coming around the side. I'll show you what I mean. A chap called Richard Cox. He was a retired undefeated heavyweight kickboxing champion. He taught me that. Because how do you do a crossover? Do it once, get the rope off to the side. Goes like this. Rope off to the side. And I'm just passing in a figure of 8 from there. Do it again. Straighten my rope out. As the rope comes over my head, I'm going to cross the rope over, out to the side. Cross the rope over, out to the side. Cross it over, out to the side. Once you can do that, as you've crossed over, as the rope's coming back up, uncross them again. So we're here, cross, 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 cross. That one's not as hard as it looks. Give it a go. Let me know in the comments how you get on with it. So there's a quick look at skipping. Honestly, if you're a boxer, if you're a beginner boxer, you need to fall in love with skipping. You'll hate it to begin with. It's okay. I hated it. I'd avoid it if I could, because I still don't like not being able to do something. But as a child, I was even worse. So I'd avoid it in the gym as much as I could, because I wasn't good at it. The reason why I wasn't good at it is because I wasn't continually practicing. Remember, stumbling on the rope is okay. Everyone does. What people do, you see it online, on like this platform or other social media platforms, and you get a clip of the best bit. Everyone stumbles, and I've left mine in to prove that. Some days I won't stumble at all. I'll do like 3 10-minute skips, have a minute break, do another 10 minutes, and I won't stumble at all. Other times, I barely get past 20. I'm like, oh, have to start again. Some days you just aren't feeling it. It's fine. If you have any questions on skipping, put them in the comments. Try and make it part of your daily routine. I cannot emphasize enough how much this will help your cardio, particularly for boxing. Till next time, train safe, train hard, and I'll see you soon.